So your model has a few problems. The first one that I would see are those triangles here. You should never model any T-spline with any triangles. The second problem is that you have several n-gons in here. So an n-gon is a face that has more than 4 vertices. So those here, that's a quad, right? A face that has 4 vertices. And an n-gon just has more than 4. And 5 is usually okay, but this one, for example, has 6, so that's not okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the creasing. What seems to be happening in some Fusion 360 models, even though I just said n-gons seem to be okay, sometimes there are these artifacts. And I'm not even sure this has been creased before and then uncreased and it kind of didn't work, or exactly what happened. But so before we uncrease it, we can try to use the make uniform and trying to work with this. So that already worked on this stuff down here, but it still looks like these surfaces look so mangled somehow. There are a lot of artifacts here that don't look quite right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simply remove all these creases. So those down here, and oh, that double click didn't work, I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, this is the third time I'm trying this screencast. Fusion 360 has crashed 3 times before doing this process. And this looks a little better, but not very much. So let's try to use make uniform one more time. And that didn't do a lot. Then we're going to try repair body. And there's a lot of red there. So let's see if that gets any better. There, that already looks better. But it still doesn't look great because there's still so many n-gons in there. And those I would definitely remove. And one thing that you also should be doing is you should definitely model in box view mode at least 50%, particularly as a beginner in Fusion 360, because you see this doesn't look very even. And once you have modeled it to the point where it does look even, I can assure you that when you switch to smooth view mode, things actually look smooth. But so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to remove all the triangles, right? So how am I going to do that? Well, let me first move this a little bit up here. And now I'm going to simply insert a point. So that's actually not just one point, but that's a whole row of points from here, in this case, to down here. And now these 2 triangles are quads. They're not rectangular, but they have 4 vertices, and that's what I was looking for. So the same here on the opposite side, on the mirrored side, and the same down there. So we have another few of these triangles up here where I can do that same thing and just insert these points. All right, so now this T-spline would actually convert. It still doesn't look great. The NURBS patch layout isn't perfectly ideal, but at least it converts into a solid body. Come on now. And we can try to repair the body one more time. And shift this into this mode. Okay. And I would probably also, so a five-sided polygon is usually fine. That's one of the strengths of T-Splines versus a polygon model, that you can have these T-junctions here. And a normal polygon modeler like Maya or 3ds Max, if you want to get rid of this polygon, of this 5-sided polygon, you have to create an edge all the way through. And in this case, you kind of don't have to. But just make sure that you don't create too many triangles. I'm going to just adjust this a little bit here. So the goal of this is to have that model in box view mode look closer to the shape you're looking for when it's actually smooth. And there's another way to switch into there actually are keyboard shortcuts which I rarely use for this particular purpose. And there again, we have these artifacts here. So I'm going to repair that body one more time and see what that does. It doesn't do anything. Make uniform. Okay, that did help. Well, I'm not 100% sure if it helped because that looks really strange there. So let's just see. It's gone when it's, so that might just be a visual artifact. So anyway, so this is how you can fix your T-Spline. So there's one other method. If nothing helps, and I've seen that before as well, even though you removed all n-gons, I'm going to remove all the n-gons now. So that'll introduce many more that didn't work. Point here, point there, point there. Okay. All right. So that eliminates that n-gon. So the nice thing when working with quads only is that this provides full compatibility with the usual and common polygon modelers. So where else do we, oh yes, here. And that's what actually leads to these strange looking creases that we then have to remove with make uniform. It's when you use n-gons. No. Alright, so now we have all quads. Let's make uniform one more time. Okay. See, this looks better with all quads now. Still looks very scraggly, so you have to actually really edit this. Come on now. And make that all look a little bit more uniform and smooth and so forth. Because right now it doesn't look very smooth. Anyway, I'll keep it like this for right now. So there's one more option how you can fix a T-spline that has been creased and still has artifacts. And I've seen this before as well, where make uniform didn't really help. You can actually export this. You can export the T-spline, and you have to be in T-spline editing mode as an OBJ file. OBJ is a mesh format, so we call that bear2, because if I pick bear1, it'll crash Fusion. So I can finish this form. It converts nicely into a solid body. So what I can do now is I can re-import that mesh. And there it is. There's the mesh. And now I have to start a new T-spline. And then something I don't quite get is usually I should be able to right-click on that mesh body and say convert. I can't do that. I have to pick it in the viewport, and then I can convert it into a T-spline. And that also works. And we can see, nonsense. We can see that these are not identical. They're similar, but not identical. And re-importing that mesh that we previously exported re-importing it as a mesh and converting it in a T-spline will force Fusion 360 to completely recalculate or calculate from scratch really the internal T-spline tangent handles. Just like in a normal spline in Fusion 360, T-splines also have tangent handles. And the Make Uniform tool is actually supposed to address this, but it doesn't always completely work. So this re-importing of a mesh actually works. So hopefully this helps.